gonna set it up in real life. Hey, what is up, y'all? Eric here, aka Cloud, and I'd like to welcome y'all to the new, been so long, but a new episode of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the game. Yes, there's a new couple DLCs, which is the Rush Week and the Museum. So, yes, it's a new updates and stuff like that. Sorry for not being here for a while. I mean, I've been very busy with, you know, real world stuff, work and all that good stuff. But yes, I'm very excited to try this out. So we're gonna try out the museum, and probably the next stream or whatever we could do the Rush Week. So yes, if you've not seen my other Texas Chainsaw Massacre game series, the playlist will be in the description. Check it out. Hit the sub button. Follow Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok in the description. So yes, here we are. Without further ado, let's get it started. So right now we'll start a museum. This is similar to the Friday the 13th game, the cabin one. So very excited for this one. Ooh, looking nice. First person? Okay. So before we start, let's just see something. Oh, that's a camera. Okay. Okay, that's me. Okay. Focus is RB and LB. Take a quick picture for that where I'm at. Ah, nice. Okay. Let's see again. This is zoom in and zoom out. Change filters. Ooh, nice. Okay, that's kind of neat. So, inventories. That. So, this is really creepy, but neat at the same time. You know. So let's go. Photo checklist outside. Pretty lady dance exterior. Melody car graveyard. EKB 636 car graveyard. In there. What has 7 arms but no head, 5 legs but can't walk, front field, chicken nugget farm. Okay, see, so our main objective is just take pictures. But I want to look around first before going any further, because this is really creepy, but also neat at the same time. So let's start with this one. What's this? Oh, let's check it over there. That's Leatherface. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of neat. But like I said, it's very creepy. So, they're only gonna do this house? I'm assuming that they should do like the mill, the factory, and this gas station. I'm assuming so. Also, if they do the 2003 Texas Chainsaw Massacre in this game, that would be really neat. The house. That button's inventory. Alright. Oh, we can take a picture of the Leatherface. Wait, hold on. Pretty dance lady. Can I do something with this? Oh, wait a minute. I think I'm starting to understand now. It's from the old classic Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie. So, not this outfit, but I think, well... nah. Oh, yeah, that one. That's the one. So... Alright, Leatherface. Oh, that's it. Focus, focus. Ooh, pretty dance lady. Aha! That's my first good guess. This is neat. Let's see. Oh, switch all the different outfits from all the movies. Well, not all of them. Just the dual classics, but not the 2003 and the 2020 version. Oh, is this armadillo? Oh, the dead armadillo.
The opening shot. The armadillo in the opening shot of the film was an actual armadillo that production designer Robert Burns found on the side of the road and taxidermied himself. According to Robert Burns, the original script called for a shot of a dead dog on the side of the road, and then the camera would pan to the green van. After further thought, Tobe Hooper felt a dog was too domesticated to show in that light, and
this whole thing's gonna show us about the facts about this old classic films.
This is when an armadillo was decided to be their best bet.
Texas, here in Texas, we have a armadillo.
Robert Burns
and yes,
then
I was
found
born
a dead
and raised in
armadillo
Texas,
on the side
so
of the
I
road
do
and took
know
it home
armadillos.
himself to taxidermy the animal.
There are
This
a
is
couple
how
dead
the
ones
opening
around.
shot of the film was
Here's
born.
a fun fact about my personal. I saw a live armadillo. I'm not joking at all. A live armadillo in my backyard, like out between mine and the neighbor's house. That's a real true fun fact. That's really happened. I should have recorded it or something like that, but it really did happen. I think that's happened at that time when I was barbecuing in the backyard. I accidentally left some like a whatever plastic containers from the food that I had to cook with. I guess armadillo got into it or something, and it stuck between the between me and my neighbor's fence. So we had to call a pound, and we had to call the animal catcher or pet catcher or whatever. They caught him, and hopefully they send him back into the wild. That's a real true fact. Sorry I talked, but it really did happen at my house. If you have a crazy story seeing armadillos or any crazy animals in your backyard or whatever, in fact, let's just talk about this real quick. There are crazy animals in my backyard. We saw the white albino peacock in our backyard. I mean, it was a big bird. It was crazy. We saw like a little, kind of like a little gray or white owl at nighttime. And we saw a fox, a whole family of fox, like a mother and a father and their 3 babies. That's a real true fact. Yeah, with the foxes wise, that's where my dog was killed by one of female fox who was pregnant at the time. So after my dog passed away, really sad, the whole family appeared. That's a real true fact. If you have interesting stories like that, let me know in the comments. If that ever happens to you before, you've seen not any sort of crazy animals like that. So let's get back to it. Sorry. I know it's like, when I get into the game, I want to see more. But don't worry, let's go on with it.
Behind the scenes photo, Armadillo. The crew at Gun Interactive were able to recreate the film's opening shot of an armadillo when executive producer Ismael Vicens and brand strategy lead Matthew Zepp started their long drive back from one of their production trips to Texas.
Totally understandable.
They noticed a dead armadillo on the side of the road. They quickly pulled off to the side of the road, dodging traffic at highway speeds, and snapped as many pictures as they could. They knew that this was completely unsafe, but they just couldn't pass up on the opportunity to get this shot.
It's pretty, but yes, they should have put at the house from the 2003. Here's another story. My mother and I and her friend went to go to Renaissance somewhere in Austin, and my mom's friend car just got messed up and broke down. We were in the middle of the boonies, and when the tow truck guy came, he picked us up. He pointed at the house, the same exact house from the 2003 Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Hold on, I know I'm in the middle of something, but let me see something real quick. Not the house from the old classic Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but gosh darn it, hold on. It's hold on a second. Let me do this real quick. I want to show you the house I was talking about. There you go. I don't know if y'all can see it. There's this house right here, the Hewitt house of the 2003-2016 Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I mean, we didn't go near the house. It's just it's been locked off from the tours or anything. But you can always take a picture at the outside where the gate is. But I'm sure you know what I mean. But this is a house I was talking about. So, all right, now enough of that. Let's get back into it. Hold on. There you go. Now, so let's go.
Stop and turn. Gunnar Hansen's stop and turn move was an accident. The boots that Gunnar Hansen wore had 3-inch lifts to make him taller, though because of this, if he didn't stop suddenly and then turn, he would lose his balance and fall. The weight of the chainsaw also impacted his movements due to its sheer weight.
That's neat.
So after falling on the first take, Gunnar
Something know about
stopped,
the fun facts
turned,
about that.
and one of Leatherface's signature
Or not
moves
fun
was
fact,
born.
but
Kim Henkel would
facts,
call
you
it
know
the
what I mean.
Keystone move. The shot of his signature move was recreated in the unrated gameplay trailer of our game.
cans of tomatoes, chocolate drink. What on earth is this? Wait a minute. This is us? It has 7 arms but no head. 5 legs. I can't walk. Ah, the chair. Okay. Clever Moon got interactive. So this is the... Take a picture. Whoa. Oh, it's just Johnny. Oh, my goodness. I'll have a heart attack. That's neat. Okay. Gonna... Anything in there? And...
Hey there!
behind here. Oh. Flowers. I'm assuming this is a little Misty section. One of the new characters. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, that house, not that house, but the other house I showed you earlier. Yeah, it was like, what on earth? And we just like, no, we're not stopping, we just keep going. And plus that, there was no services around that area at that time. That's kind of like a, oh no, that's not good. Let's do this one.
Booty shorts. A lot of shots were set up on the fly during principal photography by Daniel Pearl and Toby Hooper. One such shot that Hooper would years later call the best shot in the film
I didn't even know about
was
that,
no
but
exception.
thank you.
That shot, of course, being the iconic shot of Pam approaching the family house. Cinematographer Daniel Pearl was laying flat on a dolly with the camera tilted
I'm
up.
assuming this is a
The goal of the shot was to make
truck.
the house appear bigger and bigger in the frame as Pam approached it.
This is, oh, okay. Well, we had no combination lock, so there's no point in that anyways, so let's look around real quick before I go any further. Locked. Okay. What is this? Oh! What the?
Escape hatch. When Sally, Marilyn Burns, escapes by jumping out the window, the glass was actually breakaway sugar glass, made by Bob Burns and Mary Church. In fact, Mary did the stunt of jumping out the window. A mattress and some empty boxes were placed outside the window for her to land on, but setting up the shot took a long time. With the humidity of the Texas summer, the
obviously
breakaway
it's
glass
not a real
began to
glass,
dissolve.
it's a
When I went through it, I was like a glass woman because now I had little particles stuck all over me because the stuff was wet, Mary said. If they'd waited probably another 45 minutes, I don't know if there'd been any glass in those windows.
Okay, it's something wrong with my camera. Okay, that's a little too bright. Probably because of the sun. And this is the well. And we all jumped in, tried to escape from the Slaughter family. And what is this? On lock communication. It says, we had to lock the barn due to the teens are trying to break in. If you get the code, look at the cook's truck. Oh, okay. Oh, I get it now. So what's the combination? What's the number? So AF 5468. Okay. 5468. 5468. 5468. 5468. The 5468. There you go. Ooh. See. Here. Happen. Is it? Hot the chicken.
Chicken Nugget.
Oh.
The game's composer, Ross Tregenza, used real chickens for the audio from Nugget. He luckily had a close friend and fellow composer that owned a farm with several chickens. The name Nugget was born from grand strategy lead Matthew Zepp.
Don't get freaked out.
The name is a nod to the longtime nickname of his nephew.
Still alive? Okay, still alive. Okay, good. When it flashes, just freaks them out or they get stunned by it. Oh, that's so lovely. Alright. Alright. This is kind of neat. Hope nothing jumps on me. Oh, flowers. This.
Car. In one notable scene in the original film, the cook approaches the house
Wow,
and sees
really?
the hitchhiker. They have an altercation at the
Okay,
truck
yeah.
where the cook beats the hitchhiker
I know
with
it's
a
just
broom
acting,
handle
but you
and
don't have
clearly
to
shows off the
really hit him.
relationship between the two
I
characters.
guess that's how it goes.
The reason that the scene works so well is that it's entirely real. Jim Sedow, the cook, was actually beating Ed Neal, the hitchhiker.
Can you escape? Nope. Just... Wait a minute. That's not it.
Car radio. The song on the radio when the hitchhiker is picked up in the van is Roger Bartlett's Fool for a Blonde.
I was
Bartlett
trying
has
to get
said
into
that
this
Toby
one.
Hooper chose the song because he thought the hitchhiker was a fool for Sally.
Oh, the melody. Okay. Alright, last one is, there has to be some kind of like a vehicle or something. This license plate has to be 636. So let's go look around before going any further.
Fake hammer, real impact. The scenes in the movie with the sledgehammer seem real, and there's good reason for that. Though the prop master Bob Burns made a fake hammer with a foam rubber head, there were still complications. Leatherface actor Gunnar Hansen recalled hitting actor William Vale while filming Kirk's death scene. I was completely charged up on adrenaline, skittishly hopping back and forth as if I were speeding. So when Bill tripped and I stepped out of the shadows, I actually hit him in the face with the sledgehammer. Fake or not, it left its mark. In the pivotal dinner scene, actor Marilyn Burns, who played Sally, was actually struck
Wow.
and bled.
That's,
I went to the
interesting
bucket,
fact.
said Burns. And then Grandpa hit me over the head with the
See.
other prop that was a piece of steel, a sledgehammer. That hurt. That wasn't fake. As Hansen noted, some of the blood in Sally's hair is actually Marilyn's.
Am I doing this right? Okay, so let me see again. Ah, the truck. Okay. Well, it's a truck, isn't it? There you go. That's what I'm missing. Turn in the checklist and the welcoming board. Okay. Okay, let's go. Alright. This says 1963. Wait. How much you want to bet that the combination is that locked there? I want to see something. 1, 9, 7. Aha! 1973. So 1973, that's where the story takes place in. But in 1974, that's where the film started. Ooh, cannot believe this. We're at the house. What's this? Skull wall, family dinner, Chris Kringle, Grandpa's arm candy, Brain fear, revoked license. Okay. Oh, okay. I think I'm starting to get it now. Let me see. I have to find the skeleton skulls and matches over there. Okay. What's this?
He really cut her. According to Gunnar Hansen, he really cut Marilyn Burns' finger in the infamous Grandpa feeding scene. The prop knife, designed to pump out fake blood, wouldn't work
Okay,
after
that's
several
crazy.
takes.
That's a
Finally,
crazy fact.
when no one was
But
looking,
gross.
Gunnar Hansen removed the tape from the knife that made it dull and really cut Marilyn's finger. Knowing this, that would mean that actor John Dugan, Grandpa, sucked on the actual blood of Marilyn Burns. Gallows meat hook. After speaking with the MPAA and because of effect limitations, Toby Hooper and Kim Henkel made the decision to do the meat hooking scene without blood or gore. Production assistant Dorothy Pearl created a harness with a saddle that Terry McMinn, Pam, could wear. It was completed with nude stockings that crisscrossed the actress's body in the front and the back. The longest McMinn could hang on the hook with the harness was about 1 minute. Dorothy Pearl had to design the harness with the female anatomy in mind because all the weight was being distributed to the actress's lower region. According to the film's screenwriter Kim Henkel, one of the inspirations for the infamous meat hook scene was a scene in the 1931 film Frankenstein. Kim and Toby before Texas. Kim Henkel and Toby Hooper met during the filming of Hooper's 1969 film Eggshells. 4 years later, they would go on to create the production company Vortex Inc. and co-create the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Another Texas Chainsaw actor was also part of the Eggshells cast. Alan Danziger, better known as Jerry to Chainsaw fans, co-starred in the earlier film. The dinner scene. The infamous dinner scene was a long, trying shoot. Plastic surgeon W.E. Barnes created the makeup for Grandpa, and it took nearly 10 hours to apply to actor John Dugan. A lot of pieces and parts went into creating Grandpa's look, but because they were down to their last set of makeup parts, the crew had to shoot every scene involving Grandpa all in 1 day. The grueling shoot was one of the hottest days of the production, with temperatures over 100 degrees. The set windows were blacked out with black plastic in a house filled with cameras and lights that reached as high as 120 degrees inside. Because of the extreme heat on set, the food at the dinner table started to rot. The smell on set was ghastly for the entire cast and crew. All of the bones on the set were real, and combined with the lights that made them burn, released an unbearable smell. The combination of the stench with the extreme heat made a lot of the crew sick, and they take frequent trips outside to throw up. In the end, the brutal set brought a real rawness to the film. The shoot in total lasted nearly 32 hours for some of the crew.
Interesting. Oh, just like a scene from the movie. Okay, makes sense. So hold on. Hitchhiker, hook, and Leatherface. Well, let me do this real quick. Misty and Johnny. I want to do this real quick. I know it's not the real, but I just want to do this for fun. Hitchhiker. Oh, cook. There you go.
Skin lampshades. Why was the film marketed as being based on true events? According to Kim Henkel, the film's marketing of being based on true events evolved over production. The famous crawl, for instance, was implemented to mark the story as an historical event that was more captivating, but wasn't meant to be taken seriously. Another inspiration for the story were tales Toby Hooper was told by his family as a young child.
Chicken heads.
They told him stories of a killer from Wisconsin that would use human skin for lampshades. This Wisconsin killer was the infamous Ed Gein.
Oh, I should add that.
Makeup set. Gunnar Hansen shared a lot of praise for his fellow cast members. In the 40th anniversary Blu-ray release's audio commentary, Hansen notes that actor Jim Sedow, the cook, was probably the only actor in the movie who could look benign and then become extremely evil without any makeup.
Wait a minute. A chicken head. There's a... Oh! Okay. There you go. I just need a couple plates. I'm assuming the plates. We should be good.
Genuine bone furnishings. The bones used for props were real animal bones found at a veterinarian boneyard and a cattle pasture.
Oh, yeah.
Art director Robert Burns led the charge of designing most of the bone props, like furniture and light fixtures.
I didn't mean that. Ah, crisp crinkle. Okay, that's one of them. Right in there. Just...
Scaring a child. In the original movie shoot, the caterer, Sally Nicolau, was married to the location sound recordist, Ted Nicolau. The day they shot the meat hook scenes, Sally brought their then 3-year-old daughter, Karina, to set when she was delivering lunch. Unfortunately, little Karina saw Terry McMinn, Pam, on the meat hook and began crying and screaming.
I prefer to take kids.
Her father recalled, I was in the living room while we were shooting that scene, and she came running in and skidded to a stop and just went completely white, started screaming and crying, and went running out of the house.
Oh, gosh. Sorry, you mean stepping in Bun's bones. Locked. This.
Friend of Leatherface. Since both of her parents were working on the film, 3-year-old Karina Nicolau was often on set and struck up a friendship with Leatherface actor Gunnar Hansen. He recalled their interactions. She had never liked my Leatherface mask. She was sitting with me one day while I waited for a shot setup. When Dottie, makeup artist Dorothy J. Pearl, came to put on my mask, it horrified Karina. As soon as it covered my face, she started screaming. I had Dottie pull it off. See? I said, it's just me. She calmed down, but when I put the mask on again, she started screaming again. I realized she was too young to make the leap, to see my transformation from Gunnar to Leatherface and understand that I was still under the mask. So I made sure she never saw me in the mask after that, at least until the unfortunate meat hook scene. Ashtray. Actors are paid varying amounts for their work in film. For his voiceover in the opening monologue of the film, John Larroquette was paid with a single joint. Recent reports, however, suggest that his rate has gone up. Preparing for the role. To prepare for the role of Leatherface, Gunnar Hansen went to Austin State School, which was a 95-acre residential and training facility for adults with developmental disabilities. He was there several days to pick up the residents' mannerisms and how they walked and talked. It was important to Gunnar to portray the character authentically, without making a mockery of those who suffer from developmental disabilities. The Apprehension Engine. Gun Interactive's own Wes Keltner led the direction of music for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game. One day, Wes was at home brainstorming, and in the background he had 2015's The Witch playing. He wasn't watching the film, but was more listening to it. The sounds and music in the film struck him as he was listening. He asked himself, what instruments are they using to make those unique sounds? It turned out, those sounds were created by an apprehension engine. Wes was able to track down Tony Dugan Smith, who makes roughly 6 of these instruments a year, and was informed that the apprehension engine took around 7 months to build. Wes then had the honor to have a meeting with film composer and creator of music for The Witch, Mark Corvin. It was at this meeting where Corvin said, "Forget everything you know about playing guitar and other instruments. Approach the apprehension engine like a child, and experience and discover." From there, the direction of sounds for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game were born.
Oh, the bottle. All it says is 1939. Will delicious bottle of potato. I'll remember that. 1939. Oh my gosh. Yeah, mm-hmm.
One outfit, 32 days. Actors only had one set of their wardrobe. The actors had to wear the same clothing for the entire 32-day shoot, 12 to 16 hours a day, 7 days a week. For fear of fading or being damaged, they couldn't wash the clothes.
Nice.
So the actors wore the same clothes unwashed for 32 days straight. In 95 to 100-degree Texas heat.
Acting, I guess.
According to the crew, Gunnar Hansen stunk of body odor worse than anyone on set by the end of the shoot.
I mean, right now in Texas, it's like 90 degrees. It's not 100. It was 100 in the summertime, but it's like it'll be 90 degrees or 80 in fall season. Oh my gosh. Nice.
Box office success. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre grossed over $30 million at the box office in North America and sold over 16 million tickets. With inflation, the film would have made over $150 million in box office earnings today.
Oh.
Spring of '73. Kim Henkel and Tobe Hooper spent January and February of 1973 writing the script, but production moved on rather quickly after that. They were shooting the movie by summer of 1973. Production manager Ron Bozeman would go on to work on another film that featured cannibalism. In 1992, he won an Academy Award as a producer for The Silence of the Lambs.
Oh my gosh. Who did that? Oh my goodness. That Johnny? Oof. What is this game trying to give me a heart attack? Oh, that's probably a dinner plate for the eating the dinner. Okay. What's this? Oh, I guess I'll keep that one. Just in case. What's this? Oh, the photos. Hey man, let me see something. What? Oh, another skeleton? Oh, skull? Sorry. What's this? Wait a minute. Hold on, let me see. Dream of fear. Wait a minute. Okay, okay. Hold on. Maybe the photos got something to do with it.
Hitchhiker's camera.
Oh,
The make and model of
nice.
the Hitchhiker's camera is a Polaroid
That's where the movie
automatic
Hitchhiker,
230
that's how you got
land
the
camera. It was manufactured and
in the
distributed from
movie,
1967 to
happened to
1969. This camera previously belonged
Hands
to
and
Maria
Johnny?
Flores. The
Pretty sure
hitchhiker
they did.
stole it after she was stalked and kidnapped by Johnny.
Hold on a second. Hang on. I want to guess this correctly, so. Car broke down. And go into the house. Last one that has to do with this one. And we're missing one photo. That's my biggest theory. This. Aha! That's the one. Okay. Alright. Photo unlocked. Aha! Good guess. Frame of fear. The friends broke down. They went to the house, captured, cut, and eaten. That's crazy. I don't know why I said that, but it's crazy. See this room.
No living animals were harmed. Initially, art director Robert Burns wanted set pieces of real dead cats and dogs. The crew acquired dead animal carcasses from a veterinarian, and actually at the time, the wife of the film's cinematographer Daniel Pearl was injecting a dead animal with formaldehyde when she accidentally injected into her own leg through the animal.
Gross fact.
Toby
Thank
Hooper
you.
then ordered that the dead animal carcasses had to be thrown
Covered.
out. The crew poured gasoline to cremate them. But the stench from the smoke from the bonfire started to make its way into the family house and added to an already foul stench set.
An arm. Okay, that's that. Keep. Travel to the tombs for reservation.
Hitchhiker's pocket knife. This weapon is a nod to everyone's favorite unlikable character, Franklin, from the 1974 film. According to creative director Ronnie Hobbs and designer Rob Fox, they knew the likelihood of Franklin ever appearing in the video game was slim to none, so this was their way of including him as a small Easter egg. Sissy's Straight Razor. After Kim Henkel and creative director Ronnie Hobbs finished designing Sissy's look and backstory, the only question left was what type of weapon would she carry. According to Kim's secret catalog of character concepts, he always envisioned Sissy wielding some type of straight razor, a small, portable weapon that could stay hidden until just the right time. It's petite and deadly, just like Sissy.
I hope they actually do something involved with Missy
so even
and Johnny
though the hitchhiker carries it
the
in the
whole
original
movie.
1974 film, it did in fact previously belong to Sissy. As far as what happened to her, or where Sissy is during the 1974 film, well, that's a story for another time. Jim Sedow's toughest scene to get right was the broomstick clubbing at the gas station. Since the prop was an actual wooden broom handle, he was afraid of hurting his fellow actor in the scene. After several takes of it looking fake, Sedow really struck his fellow actor in the final take. It was an exhausting shoot for everyone, but Marilyn Burns had it as bad as anyone on set. She did several takes of diving through the doorway of the gas station, and each time she would land knee first on the hard concrete floor, so many times that the floor tore up and severely bruised her knees.
Another plate.
Toby meets the cook. Director Toby Hooper offered the part of the old man, the cook, to Jim Sedow after they worked together in the 1971 film The Windsplitter. They were both a part of the cast in said film. Hooper and Sedow weren't the only Texas Chainsaw Massacre alumni to work on The Windsplitter.
Creepy.
Ron Bozeman was the key grip, Kim Henkel was credited
maybe
as the
this
grip,
involved the
and
combination
Sally
code.
Richardson was the assistant director.
Okay, this has to do with the license plates, so I need to find the license. Oh, there it is. Arkansas. What's this? That. Oh, the wall. Okay. Arkansas, Tennessee, Mississippi, and Louisiana. Okay. So I got this. Arkansas, Tennessee.
News of the day.
Got Louisiana
Toby Hooper
plate.
wanted to parody the news reports of the day,
Hold on.
which he considered televised lies, and so
So I got
devised the
Arkansas,
opening voiceover,
Tennessee,
famously
Louisiana
recited by actor
on each
John
finest
Larroquette.
Mississippi license plate. Ah, there it is. So, this one is Arkansas, Tennessee, Mississippi, Louisiana. Okay. Hold on. Let's take a picture real quick. Oh, dang, why does it happen? Aha! Revoke license plate. Got it. So I need at least 3 more. Another combination. So it's M-E-A-T. Meat. That's a code. Okay. Thank you, creepy lamp. So meat is the code. Let's check it out. M E A E. There you go. Got it. There's just Misty and not Virginia, but
Grandma's
I
rocking
forgot her
chair.
name is, but Johnny's
The remains
mother
of the
or
mummified
aunt,
grandma,
whatever.
or even any mention of grandma, was not in the original script. Art director Bob Burns added her into the set to show that there were women in the family's history.
Oh. Okay, it says don't feed grandpa. You know what? I think it's
The hitchhiker's origins.
Hand.
According to actor
There you
Edwin
go,
Neal,
Grandpa.
he based his performance of the hitchhiker on his nephew,
There you go.
who suffered from paranoid schizophrenia.
Oh! Oh, the photo. Okay. Grandpa's. Yep. So let me check again. I had 2 skulls. I think I'm missing 1. Second one, I do. Third one, I do not know. Let me see. That one. Wrong one. Okay, I'm missing one last one. Where that is, I do not know. I hadn't checked this area.
Possible titles. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre wasn't the first or even second title of the film. The first 2 working titles were Head Cheese and Leatherface. Head Cheese was the first working title of the film, though, for most of principal photography. Leatherface was the working title until late into production, when it was finally given the official title of The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Kim Hinkle and Toby Hooper intended for the title to be spelled Chainsaw, but once the press were sent information on the film, and when the original poster was produced, the spelling got twisted into Chainsaw. Cheap thrills. Screenwriter Kim Henkel has said that one of the reasons he and Toby Hooper wanted to make a horror film was their limited budget. If you have relatively little money, what are your possibilities? Henkel says. The clear answer was some sort of genre piece. Horror was the easiest because we felt that we didn't have to have any names in the cast.
Let's do the
Production values weren't nearly so important as in some other realms, so it became the natural choice.
And Looks gonna be here. Ah, I got it right. On my first try. Family dinner. Got it. Okay. Now, oh, forgot about this. Got it. Let's see. There it is. Oh, the cola. Was it 1930 something? I think it's 1939. I think. Where's it go? Ah, okay. Hold on. Ah.
Blood spatter. One of the reasons that blood and gore are limited in the film is because Tobe Hooper and Kim Henkel felt that fear and intensity were more important. According to screenwriter Kim Henkel, he and Tobe Hooper reached out to the MPAA to discuss the guidelines to avoid getting slapped with an X rating. Apparently, the investors of the film were terrified that the film would get an X rating, so all these thoughts were front of mind during production. Ultimately, Hooper and Henkel's original vision of inflicting fear and intensity with the gore and blood implied worked to the film's benefit and made a bigger impact.
Got it. Oh, we're at the Leatherface's lair.
Skin. The practical effects of Leatherface's skin mask proved a difficult challenge for Bob Burns, the art director for the film. Mary Church, who had multiple responsibilities on the original film, including continuity and stunt coordination, noted that Bob spent weeks trying to come up with just homemade varieties of stuff that sort of looked like dried skin.
Killing time.
I remember him being concerned about expression, or not being able to do expression. And that there probably needed to be other expressions maybe on the face.
Old room. Okay, so... This.
Fake blood. The blood splatter effect on Leatherface's apron during the Franklin death scene required corn syrup, food coloring, and a lot of spitting. Makeup artist Dorothy Dottie Pearl, director Tobe Hooper, and even boom operator Wayne Bell knelt by Franklin during the shooting.
Started out.
As Leatherface slashed, the three took mouthfuls of blood and spit it at him. "For me, this was just a delight," said Bell. "I care nothing about horror movies, but this was pretty playful."
I'll take it with. Oh, the Leatherfaces.
Leatherface mask. The holes and markings on the forehead of Leatherface's masks represent a hammer to the head. Back then, cows were slaughtered in the head with a sledgehammer, so the holes appear on the forehead of Leatherface's masks to show continuity with how actual cattle were slaughtered. Leatherface speaks. In the original script, the infamous dinner scene was quite different. Leatherface had scripted, though completely unintelligible, lines. As Gunnar Hansen recalls, they were written out. His first line is A-A-A-O-U-U-U-Ber, and then Abe-Goba Aji-Ima. According to Toby Hooper, these lines had actual meaning behind them.
I'm
Hansen's
assuming
script
this one
notes
goes
pointed
to
out
this
that the
leg.
first line
Okay.
meant roughly,
Let's
"How
go leave
are
it
you?
there.
Welcome home. Supper's almost ready." The next line meant, "I've been a good boy. I got 'em all." Masks. The Leatherface masks would become iconic, but they were hard to see through. Gunnar Hansen explained, "The masks had one unfortunate feature. Their eye holes were small. They fit snugly, but not around my eyes. And the further the eye holes were from my face, the less I could see. It was like looking down a long tube. I could see only what was directly in front of me." All natural masks. Art director Bob Burns performed a significant amount of trial and error to perfect the Leatherface mask. Ultimately, he landed on liquid latex and thin insulation, which aged naturally and yellowed. Playing with fire. Early on during filming, Gunnar Hansen asked Toby Hooper, "How are we going to shoot the scene where I get chainsawed in the leg?" Toby Hooper replied, "I don't know, but don't worry about it because it's the last shot of the movie." For the climactic ending of the film, the crew wrapped a metal sheet around Gunnar Hansen's leg with a stake taped to it, and a blood bag taped on top of that. Originally, he thought it was a crew member who would run the chainsaw cutting into Gunnar's leg. But Gunnar insisted he would do it himself for fear of the crew member accidentally sawing his leg. The saw didn't have its actual teeth attached to it, so they had to make modifications to the saw itself. At first, Gunnar thought he had sawed his leg, but his leg did become badly burned from sawing into the metal plate that was protecting it.
Oh. What the heck? I guess I'll keep that one. Creepy, but okay. I'm kind of lost right now. I have no idea where I'm at. But I won't get killed or anything. It's just a museum. So, let's see. Big head. Oh, I need that one for that one exactly right there.
Mask, prop, or wardrobe for the role of Leatherface. When Gunnar Hansen had his first meet and greet for the role of Leatherface, Toby Hooper and Kem Henkel were impressed with his size and stature. When Gunnar walked through the doorway into their meeting, Hooper noticed how much space of the doorway Gunnar took up. They knew right away that Gunnar had the physical traits for the iconic role.
Freaking gross, but whatever. Hey, don't get jump scared. I have a few jump scares. I don't want to get in the second one. Ooh. Okay. No, not opening. Yeah, lovely.
How the music is made. Numerous instruments used by Wayne Bell to create the music were children's musical toys. According to Bell, many of the instruments used to create the music of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre were cymbals, xylophones, and shakers. Being that Bell is a drummer, a substantial number of cymbals were used. The audio team also used Bell's K stand-up 5-string bass with a movable bridge which allowed them to change how high off the board the strings are. This brought out the strong sounds of the bass. Additionally, the sound team used a bow, plucking and rubbing various items on it.
Oh, this one. Ugh. Oh, wait. Oh, hamburger, okay. Okay. One down, 3 more to go. Creepy. Person with 3 fingers. Looks like a 4. What's this? Let's see. Please stop using freezer for your lunch leftovers. Looking for a reminder of bones, bracelet, cast, and a body. Wait. That's a combination. Okay, I'm starting to get it now. So the bones is 4. The cast is 5. Hold on. Bracelet 3. 4. 8. Okay, let's just see. 4, 3, 4, 8. Oh, okay. I don't know what combination I did, but I did it. Frozen finger. What's this? Oh, that's the combination. Okay, one of does not count, but okay, I'm starting to get it now. Okay. Okay, so... Ah, we're here, so... Ah! You guessed on that one. Okay, what's next? Killer time. So, there's rear of the basement. I figured out where that is. Okay, hang on a second. Let me... Wait a minute. Maybe it's a clock? We saw earlier? Ah! Alright. Return to the clipboard. I forgot where that's supposed to be. Alright, there it is. That's ah, there it is. Game's complete. There's chainsaw. Or it has a chainsaw sticker on it. I did look around, did I? I don't think that's a whole lot. Surely there's a lot more stuff around here. Hang on. And let me go back where I was. If I can find it. Okay, I'm lost right now. Where? There it is, so. Alright, check the letter faces. Yeah. Oh, I haven't checked over here. Ooh. What's this?
Maria Flores photos. Several of the photos used for Maria Flores' story were taken near a massive sunflower field that seemed to go on for miles. While stunningly beautiful, this area was also infested with rattlesnakes. Thankfully, the Gun Interactive crew persevered after a few close encounters with the venomous snakes, and were able to capture thousands of photos to help build the lore of our game's catalyst, Maria Flores. Banned in the UK. The film was banned in over 10 countries, including Great Britain and Germany. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre managed to have screenings in London, England in late 1974, but by February of 1975, the BBFC decided to ban the film, as they were uncomfortable about the threats toward the film's climax and the explicit use of abnormal psychology, and refused to even give the film an X rating. In 1982, the former Prime Minister of England, Margaret Thatcher, along with socially conservative activist Mary Whitehouse, formed the Video Nasties, which led to the banning of several horror films in the United Kingdom. Additionally, in the early years of Prime Cable, channels like HBO refused to air the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Many cable channels avoided the film at all costs.
Wait. Maybe that's a combination. Well, let's listen to this one first. Oh, the noise of the chainsaw. Okay. So it's 4. Is this one? 4, 1. 413. 413. 413. Let's start again. 4132. 4132. That's a combination. 4132. Okay, no problem. 4 1 3 2. Aha! Got it. I don't like this. What's this? Whoa, oh, yep, I knew it. I'm gonna get killed.
God, listen to me. My name is Maria Flores. Please, find a way to get me out of here.
Museum mode complete. Photo exhibit unlocked.
Please.
Wow. That is very interesting. So, this is it. That's it. Huh. But, yeah. This is the museum of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So I was thinking about doing the rush week, but I'll do that on my next stream. We're gonna stop right here. But yes, thank y'all for watching. I hope y'all do enjoy this museum. Leave a like and awesome comment. Tell me what y'all think. Hit the sub button. Follow Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok in the description below. Hope you all do enjoy. If you want me to continue the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game, I will do that. I hope you all enjoy, and as always, see y'all next time.